This video complements the Teacher Quick Start Guide in using the Veretta online platform to manage and administer the student sample assessments as well as the provincial assessments. Let's start by signing in. Begin by visiting nsa.veretta.com. Select Login as Staff Member. On this page, you will see three sign-in options: email password or single sign-in with Microsoft or with GNSPES. When logging in, teachers from MK, DSEPs, or private schools will use the email and password that they've created for the platform. Teachers in Chignecto, Halifax, Strait, or Tri-County will log in via the Microsoft single sign-on. Teachers from the Valley, Cape Breton, CSAP, South Shore will log in via GNSPES. For the purposes of this video, I'll be logging in with GNSPES. Once you have signed in, you will see all roles assigned to you. In this video, we will be exploring the teacher role. Selecting the teacher role will take you to the My School page. This displays all the groupings assigned to you. Groupings are usually class sections or smaller groups of students who will take the assessment together. Take a moment to check that all your expected groupings are shown. If you are missing any groupings, please speak to your administrator. For this walkthrough, I will be selecting a sample class using fictional student names and information. Once you have selected a class, you will be able to start or schedule an assessment session. Before doing so, please see the class list on the right-hand side of the page. This is a quick view of the students in this grouping. Below the list is the Manage Students button. Click before starting or scheduling an assessment session. In the Manage Students view, you will be able to add student-specific information like adaptations, IPPs, and exemptions. Click on a student's name to see their information. Click Edit to add or change information. All documented adaptations, as well as the student's participation status, needs to be up to date before starting an assessment session. Once completed, click OK. To remove a student from a grouping if needed, use the Remove from Class button next to the appropriate name. Let's remove Willow as an example. You can also add students to the grouping using the New Student Account button and their student number. Let's re-add Willow to illustrate the steps. Type in the student number in the student number lookup bar. Verify the name and click Quick Add. If a student is new to the school, you will need to speak to your administrator to add them. Use the breadcrumb path on the top left to return to the page for that grouping. Just click on the class section name. Now you're ready to start or schedule an assessment session. When you select the Start or Schedule an Assessment Session button, you will see a pop-up. To answer the question, select the drop-down menu below. This spring, you will administer both the sample assessment as well as the provincial assessment. It is required that all students work through and complete the sample assessment. In this list, Operational is the main assessment. In order to show all functionalities, I will demo the main assessment. Then you will select either Literacy or Mathematics. The available assessment names look different on my screen as the main assessment is not yet released at time of recording. Entering a name or description is optional. It could be helpful if groupings have been created for students in alternate locations or to indicate periods or times of day. Click OK to get to the Invigilation screen. First, I want to bring your attention to the lock symbol. Clicking OK doesn't immediately grant student access. As soon as a session is opened, the default is that all students are locked. During the assessment, you will be able to see students' login status, their time remaining, as well as their progress on the assessment. At this point, you will help students log in. Be sure that there is only one session open at a time. Students will need 3 things: student number, date of birth, and access code. The access code is located in the upper right-hand corner of the page. You should have it written out and visible for all students. Please note that it is unique for each grouping. We will have a print button located in this top row that will allow you to print a class list containing student numbers and dates of birth. We can also show all student numbers at once by clicking the eye icon. Clicking again will hide them. If you are looking for individual student information, click on the appropriate name. Here you will see student number, date of birth, as well as applicable adaptations and participation status. When you are ready for students to log in, there are specific instructions depending on if students are using Chromebooks versus laptops or desktops. Please use the Teacher Quick Start Guide for these instructions. Let's see what the student sees. Regardless of which device the school has provided, students should find themselves at the Digital Assessment Platform page. Here they should select Student. They will require their access code, including the dash, their student number, as well as their date of birth. I am using a fictional student's login information. Select Sign In to get to the assessment. Because you have not yet unlocked the student access, they should see this pop up. There is no active assessments that are available for you at this time. Now let's get back to the Invigilation screen and look through the tools you will have access to while the students complete the assessment. Having logged in as Willow, you can now see their login status has changed on the Invigilation screen. Underneath their name, the circle has changed color and the status has changed to online. Before starting a session, take attendance and select absence for students who are physically absent or exempt. For this example, Troy will be absent. When you are ready to begin, go to the top of the appropriate column on the right and unlock that day's part. The sample assessments will have 2 parts, while the main assessment will have 4. Once you unlock the part for all students, lock individual students' accounts of the absence or exempt students. So in this case, Troy. The parts are to be completed in order as a group. Absent students should write the same part as the rest of the class when they return, and a makeup session should be scheduled to complete the part or parts that they missed. So if we were to unlock part 2, and Troy was to be present, they would also write part 2, and on another day, they would be scheduled to make up part 1. If we lock part 2 for everyone, we are then able to unlock part 1 for only Troy to complete during his makeup session. Along the top of the window are some additional tools. Pausing the session prevents all active students from continuing their work if you need to quickly address everyone at once. Then, click again to resume. Change the date might be useful if you have scheduled a session and something shifts with the planned dates. Reporting an issue will be important should anything occur during the assessment that needs to be documented, or if you need immediate support. Time-sensitive issues should be reported as technical support and will be followed up on in a timely manner. Issues not requiring immediate support should be reported as either student response issue or administration anomaly or academic dishonesty. Click OK to continue. Once the new window opens, select the correct category from the drop-down menu. Describe the issue with important details like the assessment name, reading, writing, or mathematics, as well as the part number, question number, etc. For immediate support, please provide contact details that allow the team to connect with you during the session. Click the checkbox beside Students to select the entire class, or click the checkbox beside a specific student or students. Scroll down and click Report to send the details off to the support team. The Submit Assessment Session button should only be used after the students have completed all parts and any necessary makeup sessions. If you submit by accident, you can simply start a new session. All student work will be saved. If you or any of your students forget to submit a session, student work will not be lost. It is saved at regular intervals during the session, and all saved work will be sent for scoring. If a student accidentally submits before they're done, use the Show Unsubmit button so that they can continue. Thank you for supporting the successful administration of Nova Scotia's online assessments. For more detailed technical guidance, please refer to the Teacher Quick Start Guide. For more information about the administration of the assessment, please refer to the Assessment Handbook. Still have questions? We'll have office hours from 8 to 10 throughout the sample assessment and main assessment administration windows, where teachers and administrators can drop in to ask us questions.